Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Now this week's video is going to be a little bit of a departure from the normal because I've had a little bit of an issue with the music thing and trying to come up with scripts for everything, and it's taking a little bit more time than usual. So in an effort to branch out a little bit, this video is going to be me making cookies because there isn't anything that I should probably be doing instead of making a video right now. So, let's get started. First off, before we get into it, I'm going to start a little segment. Each week I will talk about a little something different beyond the main purpose of the video and see if it works. Going along with the music thing, start off with this week's Take Off Your Pants and Dance Like Nobody's Watching Jam of the Week. Sounds weird, but just go along with it. This week, the Jam of the Week is Janelle Monáe's Dance Apocalyptic. It's a song that's been stuck in my head for days, and if you've known me at all in the last month or so, you're probably aware I'm a little bit on a Janelle Monáe kick. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, probably because I can't stop listening to the Arch Android. It's really good. So I will leave a link in the description box below so you guys can check it out, or I'll put an annotation over my face, whichever I decide. Hopefully you'll go check it out, see what you think of it, come back and finish this video. Please, please come back. So this week I'm going to be making basic chocolate chip cookies. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy. The recipe that I'm using is a Betty Crocker recipe. I'll just put a link in the description box. But I use that recipe and it seems to be kind of a hit, so I'll just make that for today since I have all the stuff for it. What you will need for it is sugar. Ignore the container, it's not sherbet, I promise. Brown sugar. Salt. I use kosher salt. I don't know, it's a preference thing. Semi-sweet chocolate chips. Vanilla extract. Butter. I've let this sit out for a while so it's warmed up and makes it a little bit more easy to work with. And baking soda. Again, I will put the recipe link down below so you can see the actual amounts. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you a general idea how I do it. You will also need a mixing bowl, a couple cookie sheets. You can do one at a time, but for the purpose of getting some good sleep tonight, I'm going to use 2. And a spatula. That's pretty much it. So let's get started. So first off, we're going to take our sugar and butter and mix it all together. There, it's a giant bowl, but for the purpose of this, it makes it all easier to work with. Much better. Next, you'll take your brown sugar and mix that in. You want to make sure that you pack it down so it's the right amount. Wonder if my neighbors can hear me talking. There's no worries, just talking to a camera. Only person in the room. And then you have it all pretty much mixed up. Get good and even, no big chunks or anything. I also forgot you need eggs. I had them out earlier, I just forgot to bring them out for that little bit earlier. I'm not very good at this. Helpful if you find stuff ahead of time. Next you'll take your vanilla. Pour that sucker in there. I tend to put a little bit extra. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or bad thing, but whatever. And then crack in some eggs. Elegant way of doing this. Oh. Well, that worked. Dispose of those properly and get to mix it. Nice gooey mess. That I'd normally be listening to music too, but for the sake of not getting deleted or flagged by censors, I'll just put in music in the background so you can pretend like I'm doing this to music. next part I also forgot to mention is flour. So then we'll mix in this next. And little bits at a time, otherwise it gets really messy because the flour just goes everywhere. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing. So dump a bit of that in there. And get back to mixing. A little bit more. So you already mixed it and I already got some on me, so that's why you do a little bit at a time. Gently, as to not splatter it everywhere. It's a really good arm workout. Beefy. It's really easy to mix. Progressively gets harder to start. But it's all good. If I had an actual mixer and it wasn't like midnight, I'd probably use that. But this way I can add a little extra love or something to it, I guess. Thank goodness for backups because I almost ran out of flour. I'm so good at this. In the interest of time, I'm going to do a little speed up process. Starting to sweat a little bit. Don't forget to preheat your oven. I always have to turn mine a little bit lower because this thing is old and tends to burn the crap out of things, so I check on it sooner rather than the basic ones, but this thing is old. Next we mix in the salt and the baking soda. I use kosher salt, it's just a preference. When it's this small of an amount, it doesn't really affect it that much, I guess. If you use larger amounts, you're supposed to use more. You'd have to look it up. But for the sake of this, I'm going to use kosher salt. Baking soda, it's even, and back to mixing. Just about does it. Should end up looking something like this, I guess. I guess it just depends on your experience. I'm not a trained culinary person. I just do this for fun. I know general stuff, and this is just kind of fun. So, and last of all, add in your semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then get mixing. One last time. Should be really, really sticky. Like I said, it's a bit of an arm workout. All even. Also might be a better idea to do the salt and baking soda, baking powder, yeah, baking soda, yeah. Better idea to do the baking soda ahead of time before you put in the flour, because then it mixes a little easier, but doesn't really affect it too much. I wouldn't imagine, as long as you mix it up enough. Right, that should about do it. Now that it's all good and mixed, it should come out looking something like this. Hey dude, what's up? I'm making a video. I'm kind of in the middle of... No, I mean, what's that? I'm making cookies. Sweet, can I have some cookie dough? No. Come on, dude. Absolutely not. Dude, why are you being such a jerk? I just want a little bit. How much? I just want a scoop, dude. Or two. No. Besides, you shouldn't eat cookie dough. Have you heard of salmonella? Oh, right, yeah. Ain't nobody want that. That's that stuff that makes you go and yeah. Reminds me of the last time I ate a buffet. It was like an Asian fusion cuisine or something. Real shitty place. I was sick for days. It felt like I had fiery hot lava coming out of my... Gross. You guys are so immature. Anyway. Now that it's all mixed up, you take your cookie sheet and take about, it says about like a tablespoon, but make a little ball like that, roll it up a little bit. Place it on your cookie sheet, about 2 inches apart, the recipe says, and put about however many you can fit with a decent amount of space, because they'll spread out quite a bit. Now that you've got your cookies all ready to go, you put them in the oven for about, I think it's about 10 or 12 minutes, it depends. Check every once in a while, because I've done this before and I've overdone it. And also, going back to the fact that this oven is a piece of crap, I have to check it earlier, so be aware. There is a possibility for things to go wrong, so just be aware. Check every once in a while. It's helpful if you have one of the ovens that have the little windows so you can check in without messing with the temperature, but I've not been afforded that luxury, so throw in your cookies. So the recipe calls for 12 to 15 minutes, but I'm going to probably put it on for 10, so. While you're waiting, you can do plenty of things. Jam out to some music, chat with your friends, or play some video games. In case you play this game, you know which one it is. I hate you all for getting me into this. Let's have a dance party. 1, 2, 3, go! Crap. There. Go there. Seriously, I hate whoever got me into this game. Do. Sweet. Yes. Wait, just son of a. Cookies are done. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hot. They look pretty good. I usually take them out a teensy bit early. I put the timer on 9 minutes this time. I did it already and it kind of burned them. And then my camera died. I pulled these a little earlier. So they still have a little bit of that nice, little bit of the brown and bits on the top, but without being too done. And then I have I have two cooling racks set up, ready to go. I have some wax paper on top of them, which just makes the cleanup a little easier because I'm all for that. Give them a little bit of a moment to set, and then you scoop them off and set them on the cooling racks to cool until they cool down completely, like to room temperature. So, cookies are all done. They turned out pretty good, I think. Got a little bit of a mangled one over there, but I think the rest turned out pretty good. So, hopefully you guys like this video. Let me know what you think. Put a comment down below. Give it a like or something. Subscribe if you like. I hope to do more of these videos soon. Probably not next week, considering I'm moving. But we'll see. I might be able to whip up one that's like really quick. Thanks for watching. Bye. Don't you dare! Shh. Todd, I swear on everything holy, if you touch a single one of those cookies, I will end you.